Hello, beautiful people. So my name's Ian. I am a counsellor and coach, and I wanted to start a channel talking a little bit about what comes up in my practice with people, and very often they are similar things. The same things keep coming up. People are generally depressed, people are anxious, people are struggling with addictions, and people are still sort of processing or unable to process some trauma that's happened to them. They are the main things that I see in my practice. There's been some abuse. And I just thought, if I can just help one person by talking about a little bit, or talking a little bit about what I do in my practice with the people that I see, and maybe sharing some of the commonalities that we all have. I come from a place, the reason I got into this line of work was because I suffered with depression, I suffered with anxiety, I struggled with addiction for a long time, and I had some stuff to look at from my past that was kept coming up and replaying certain situations in my life, and I had to unpack that, and I had to look at what had gone on and my perceptions of it, probably more importantly as well. So yeah, they're the main reasons I wanted to set this channel up, and I hope to make frequent videos talking about what's coming up for me, what's coming up for my clients, and in the hope that maybe it will help someone else that is struggling with depression and anxiety, because as I see it, it's viral. It's so common these days. So many people, particularly in the Western societies, which I'm most familiar with, although I have been to other countries, and I have to say, we seem to be in a worse position with a lot of this stuff, in terms of mental health. And yeah, what I see is very common, and I see it in society at large, and I'm hoping that there'll be just one person, even one person, that can watch one of these videos on this channel and maybe implement something in their life. Maybe it will trigger something, maybe it'll inspire them to do something differently or seek help, maybe, or maybe just to realize that they're not alone with this stuff, because I think that's another thing that I see very often, is that people feel like they are alone with the kinds of thoughts they're having. I want to kill myself, I am no good. I am a bad person was one I had the other day, and I just want to blow some of these shameful kind of lines of thought that I've experienced. I'm sure you've experienced some of these. Maybe they're different for you, but at some point, we all struggle with, I am not enough, I am bad, I am, I'm no good, I can't do this, limiting beliefs, and that's another interest of mine. So I'll tell you a little bit about where I come from professionally as well. So I'm a trained counsellor. I've worked in addiction for a long time. I've struggled with addiction for a long time before that, when I got clean and I sorted my life out. That was a line of work that I knew I could be of service to someone else through my own experience with, and that's kind of led me on this journey, since turning my life around, of personal development and looking at psychology, but also probably more so than most therapists or counsellors, I come from a slightly spiritual angle as well. You know, meditation has been an incredibly important practice in my life, and I'm really interested in how spiritual principles affect psychology, and that kind of crossover between spirituality and psychology. And it's not really something that's taught in universities, you know, and you know, I've kind of studied a lot of the modalities of counselling, and it's not. I mean, these kind of principles, they come up, but it's not, you know, so overtly so. And you know, a lot of like the Freudian theory, for me, it didn't really resonate with me, because it seemed to be so psychologically minded that I was not really drawn to it so much. Although I think there's a lot of value in you know, some Freudian theory. You know, don't get me wrong. That there's a lot of value in all of these modalities and all of these works. So anyway, so that's a little bit about me, and you know, why I'm doing this. And you know, I'm not. I'm quite a shy person. This is out of my comfort zone. I don't really like being, you know, put on a stage such as YouTube or you know, social media. But I really hope that I can, you know, help someone. I hope that this channel helps someone. I hope that some of these ideas, which are not mine, help someone at somewhere in the world. And so I think for the first video, that's about it. And I will keep posting, and I will keep sharing ideas that I'm coming across in my study, as I continue to study, and I continue to learn, and I continue to learn from my clients. And yeah, I'd be really interested to hear what you are struggling with, or what you're interested in, or what you'd like to hear me talk about in this area, and maybe we can build some kind of community that talks about some of these issues and shed some light on some of this stuff. So I hope this is the beginning of a beautiful journey. I hope you come along for the ride, and you know, most importantly, look after yourselves, and I will see you again soon. Thank you.